Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I could have been on here a little earlier, but I was reading. I was reading about all the stuff that is happening here astrologically. Not, I think the news is shoved in our face so much we don't really need to look that up. So let's take a look. I am going to be doing an energy reading. I saw someone say that they enjoyed these lives. So I'm going to keep doing them. Literally one nail popped off and then it started popping. So they're all coming off now. But good morning, everyone. Are we live? Let me make sure we're live. Let me make sure we're live because sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications. Okay, we're here. Tonia, good morning. Okay, so we're live. I'm going to try to do these more frequently. I'm just going to have to, I think it'll be easier once I'm more on a routine of going to bed early because that is one of my goals. It's very, very hard to do when I'm doing personal readings. So that's another reason why personal readings are going to stop, because I want to get into a routine, going to bed early, self-care, like last night, for instance. And I feel like this is a cause of the full moon. One of the cautions during the full moon is be careful that you don't have to repeat things or do things twice. And sure enough, I did that twice yesterday. I did the full moon reading in Capricorn yesterday, and I got 30 minutes in and realized that my mic was muted. Yeah, my mic was muted. There's nothing that burns my britches more when there's a reading, a very good reading that I do, and it for whatever reason either it gets deleted. This is a new one where the mic is muted, but normally they either don't. I record a full reading, and for whatever reason, it doesn't record, and it says like empty, no data, or like this new thing that I have to remember now. The mic was muted. And then also I had to do a personal reading again because it didn't save. So that's like 2 hours worth of readings of just repeating things. So be careful with that in your own lives too, that you don't have to redo anything, because this full moon energy is very chaotic. It's very chaotic because it is in the last degree of Capricorn. So we are going to feel it very, very strongly. We're going to feel it in society, right? Think banks, institutions, governments, things like that. Aries are going to feel it very much in our career sector, finances, things like that, which are structured. So we're going to feel it very strongly. Now, as strong as the energy is, and as chaotic, I wanted to take these braids out too, God. As chaotic as you will feel it, there will be some good aspects as well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Lisa, for asking. I'm doing well. So don't be afraid, but just remember, like I've always been saying, to stand in your power. Stand in your power. Try to stand on the side of love and light. Now, we all have different and personal paths. So some of you, based off of your chart, maybe you have to stand up for yourself somewhere. I talked up a lot about that in the full moon reading yesterday. There may be a call for action where you have to stand up for yourself, and that's individual to you. But I would say the general consensus for you, especially you Aries people, you saw how that situation that happened in the airport for me the other day. Honestly, I really feel like that was taking the high road. That was taking the high road, because that could have escalated a lot further when somebody knocks your stuff down intentionally, right? But a lot of situations are going to be happening like that. And I'm going to just tell you, for me specifically, I'm closing out a karmic cycle within my life, within my family situation. So things are going to start coming to a head. And I'm going to have to remember, one, to stand up for myself, but also to remember to stay in an energy of love and light, which can be very difficult when people disrespect you or be mean to you, or, kind of drum up those energies of victimization. You don't want to fall into that. You want to stay elevated. You want to stay high. You want to stay in love and light. We hear that all the time, but what does that mean? Literally, staying in the energy of love could be the most powerful thing for you. And for the people who is not in that energy, it could really piss them off. So, which is why that could also be a stronger trigger. Imagine somebody is arguing with you, yelling at you, rah, 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 and you're silent and you're quiet and you're muted. There's nothing more that pisses somebody off than that, which then what is going to happen is it's going to trigger them to come at you even harder, right? And so Aries people don't respond to that too well. So I'm just going to tell you to keep your cool, keep your wits about you, especially things that you see day to day at work, things that you see on TV, the changes that we're about to experience here, especially in our governmental system. You know, it can be very chaotic. It's going to be very alarming because we're going through we're going to go through a very drastic change. You know, I'm still stand by what I said when I did that energetic reading for the election, is that I don't see a clear winner. I don't see a clear winner. So maybe that means somebody wins but then steps down or whatnot, but I don't see a clear winner for the that election. So I don't know what that could mean, because in my lifetime, I'm 33 years old, I've only seen presidents. Okay. So maybe there's a complete shift and change in that. But that's what I saw. And just imagine, okay, we're woke, we're awakened, you know, it's not going to be metaphorically, it might be an end of a world, a type of world. Yes. Right. But stay in love and light, because you got to know that there's going to be people around you who are going to feel like and act like Chicken Little, like the sky is falling. Right. And that can definitely induce great fear, anxiety, and traumatic experiences for just us watching it. Okay. And I know the collective is very aware of what's going on, but also I'm seeing like a lot of my friends, because I have friends that are not spiritual, who are Catholic, who are Republican, who are, you know, whatever you want to call it, who are not really into this spirituality. And what's pausing? Is something pausing? Or are you talking about the situation? I'm not sure. That are starting to ask me questions, you know, and that's never happened. And I'm okay with that. You know, the way that you guys know me for what I'm doing, there's people in my everyday life who don't even want to hear about what I do on a day-to-day. They probably won't even know how much I could possibly help them, but that's okay. It is not my role to force on my spirituality and my spiritual beliefs onto anybody. I'm just your friend, you know, and I'm not going to judge you for what you believe. I just sit back and listen, you know, and for some people that could be very, very difficult, you know, when you see people who are still kind of have the veil over them. But what all you do is you love them, even for what they believe in, even for how they experiencing life, even if it's the craziest things that you have woken up to in the last 5 years. My job is to listen and love them. And that has worked, because now they're coming to me and asking me questions because they know, right? They know what I do. They know what, you know, they know some of my beliefs that I believe in. Now they're starting to see different things in the world, and they're coming to me and asking me questions, or they send me different things about conspiracies being exposed and not really conspiracies anymore. And it's like, you know, we want to be like, yeah, I told you so. But you don't do that, because that's not love, right? Everybody, you have to meet people where they're at. And that's the best thing that you can do for people. Not force your beliefs on them, not tell them that they're wrong for believing what they believe, not shoving your beliefs down their throat. You let them evolve in their time. You know, you can plant seeds, and then when they're ready, when they're ready to ask those certain questions, then you be there to give the information, just like we were when we were ready to open up to that information. Now, not everybody's going to receive that. Not everybody's going to do that. Okay. There are going to be people who die on their soapbox. And so you have to be ready to watch that, because that might even just be painful to watch. To be honest, that's what I'm feeling around the energy. It's going to be very painful to watch those people who don't accept change. Or, like I always tell you, we're here to literally expand our consciousness. It's okay that you believe in one thing a few years ago and now you believe in something else. That is okay. But some people, that is blasphemy. You know, for some people, that is the end of, no, I have to believe in what I was taught. And that could be very detrimental. So be kind, because we're about to experience and see a lot of different things in our lifetime, drastic change in our lifetime. Whereas most people years and years ago, it just was what it was. There were slow changes. But I think we're going to see things that are a lot different and more drastic. So let's take a look here. Yeah, because I have to go to the gym. I'm just drinking water. My Drew Barrymore coffee maker broke for the second time, and it's been broken for a week now, and I'm just trying to debate, do I just call Walmart for them to send me another one, or do I just get a new coffee pot? That fancy smanchy thing, but I'm dying not being able to make coffee in the house. Let's take a look. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, daily energy read here. What do we have here for Aries? Thank you so much. Spirit, what do we have here for Aries? What do they need to know today? A toaster. Oh my goodness. Speaking of bath time, I'm going to show you at the end if I remember. I found this magnetic clay bath soak that detoxifies you and takes out the heavy metals that was really in our waters and everything and all kinds of stuff, but also detoxes your body. I would say always, but most of the times when I go out of the country, I get sick. I think it's probably for the airport and the germs. And this time, as soon as I came home, and I got home at like almost midnight, after midnight, and I just still ran me a bath and took this clay bath to detoxify my body. Oh my God. I didn't feel sick. I feel stuffy since I've been home from this being in Louisiana and so much rain and things like that. But I didn't feel sick. I feel good. I feel fine. I feel energized. I slept well. So I'm going to share that with y'all. It's underneath my sink. I'm going to get it in a second. First card that came out. What do we have here? Oshun. Don't mind my nails. They fell out yesterday grocery shopping. Oshun, the goddess of love, fearless love. And that's what I was just talking about. Love deeply, y'all, because whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. So remember that. Okay. Goddess of fearless love, Yoruba, Nigeria. It's always reversed when I'm doing lives. The temple of lovers, the element of water. Goddess Oshun is exalted Orisha of honey, sweet waters, love, sensuality, fertility, and beauty. But the Yoruba lady of gold's anger and jealousy can also flood and destroy. That's what I was talking about yesterday with somebody. They were asking me about I don't know if I can say that word on here, chemtrails or whatever, and the flooding. But that's something that might be coming up too. Anyways, oceans, guidance. Dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart, and this is your paradox. The embodiment says you are love and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language, and you are worthy of love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. So don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness. Look what I just said that, huh? Together. Okay, that is in quotes. Wow, that felt like that the divine is speaking to me right now, because that part is in quotes. It says, let's expand our consciousness together. Goddess declaration. I give love. I receive love. I am love. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. That is beautiful. Okay. Love when Spirit backs me up like that. Okay, that is awesome. Let's take a look here. Daily energy here for Aries. What do they need to know? What do they need to see coming? What is the energy they need to embody? Thank you so much. Give us 3 cards here for Aries. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone who has said good morning. I didn't see you. A little snappy, Stacy. A little snappy. But it is the energy. People around me. For me, what I've been experiencing is a lot of people have been trying me. Not so much that I've been snappy, just people that have been kind of trying me. It's the best way that I could say it. And I haven't been in that. I haven't been in that energy of having to protect myself like that, or having to do that in a long time. I live a very peaceful, safe, because I've created that environment for myself. My Chiron is in Cancer. So that is a part of my wounded healing, and that's something I work on, is creating that safe environment for myself in my own home, in my own life, because my childhood was not the safest in the beginning. So that's what, if you want to know where you start with your healing journey, look at your Chiron sign, where you were born. What is your Chiron in? That will tell you that is the star, the wounded healer energy. But of late, and I would say this Mars-Uranus conjunction, July, beginning of July time, things have been very interesting in my life. It's almost like wanting to push me to pull my fangs out, and I have to remember that I've come a long way. You have to remind yourself you've come a long way. Right, Lisa, they don't stay on. And I'm about to get a new nail tech too, because that was a little headbutt situation too. Like, goodness. All right, strength. We got a strength card here. Aries. Yeah, that describes the energy here, needing to be strong in certain situations. But the strength card, Leo energy, we're going into Leo season, really talks about inner strength. We got the Chariot, Cancer energy, which talks about that outer strength, being able to get through, forge through difficult situations and move ahead, maybe physically or away from certain people or situations. The strength card talks about inner strength, exactly what I'm talking about. Being triggered, is it worth it? Hold your fire. Should I say this? Does this need to be said? Do I just give them a blank, stupid stare and move on? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that could be very hard to do, but that is inner strength, calming yourself when maybe the lion doesn't need to come out, but also knowing when it does. Okay, that is strength. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. And so when it says time to embrace how wonderful you are, also that strength of not allowing anybody to dictate who you are or make you feel less than who you are, less than or worthy of love, right? With Oshun here, knowing that you are worthy of love, because a lot of times people who are unhealed, not working on themselves, don't love themselves, don't like themselves, are trying to be someone else, they are going to try to present that energy to you, which is what we call pushing that energy onto you or projecting. So you're going to feel like, if you are not secure in who you are, and say this, if you are not secure in who you are, that will work, which is why it's a projection. Everything they're feeling about themselves is going to come off towards you. You have to be secure in who you are, and you have to love yourself to know that when people treat you like that, it is a reflection of themselves, because that is how they feel about themselves. A lot of that is going to be coming out right now, okay? Because that's what usually happens when people are afraid. All right. So the Six of Autumn, Six of Pentacles. Very good card, very good financial card, very good energetic card, meaning whatever you've put out into this world, you're going to be getting back. It says the good you do comes back to you, okay? An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. So I always like to call this my blessing from the universe card, because most of us all have that kind of vibrational energy stored up, right? Because we do good deeds, we give selflessly, right? And so always know that it's going to come back to you in an unspecified time. Your Chiron is in Gemini. It says my energy is low this morning, but hopefully it will get better through the day. Get active, Sean, especially if you're in Aries. Go for a walk. That always helps. Or if you haven't gotten any sleep, definitely get sleep. All right, that helps too. Five of Summer. Okay, so this is the Five of Cups. Trust that there is a reason for everything that is happening, and remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Spirit is just just literally like, okay, right on me right now. Focusing on that which frightens or worries you. That's what I started this whole conversation with. Don't do it. Okay. Try to not put your attention on the things that seem, because let me tell you this, everything that is going on right now, if you're spiritual, you know that you don't really take anything at face value. There's always an undertone of what is happening. So you're seeing something on the news, there's an undertone. There's another reason that is hidden, that is the reason why that is happening. Okay. You know, the just for an example, I'm not trying to get political, just the stimulus checks, things and like that. Oh, this president was in office, we had more money. There's an undertone to that, and he's probably not the reason why we have more or less money, or why gas prices are going up or dropping. There's an undertone. So you have to know not to take everything at face value. Same with the people in your life. Are they dumping on you emotionally? Are they using you as their emotional punching bags, right? And you're feeling like this is because of you, you did something wrong, you're taking on their energy for whatever reason, you have to turn away from that. That's what the Five of Cups talks about. Even if it is something that you're dealing with where you lost something emotionally, or you regret, or there was some sort of breakup or something, you find yourself in that. Did I do this? Did I deserve this? Is this necessary for my highest good that this situation be let go, that this relationship needs to fizzle out now? You don't focus or dwell on the loss. You turn around and realize that there will be, and there is, more love in your life. Okay. So I feel like the strongest energy here, yes, Oshun, love, fearless love, fearless love. Make sure you're giving that to yourself, right? Because you will always have that. Do not seek that outside of yourself, but also know that you are worthy of love. So if anybody is treating you less than that, right, then you are doing a disservice by staying in their energy or in their company. Okay. Because we also have to take responsibility for our environments, our relationships, and where we put ourselves. Don't allow anybody to treat you less than what you deserve to be treated, because then that becomes a you thing. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on. Sure. Person on your mind, but I have a lot of other stuff to do first. Got to get out that full moon in Capricorn reading again. Got to do a pre-shadow Mercury retrograde reading as well. And then we could definitely get to the person on your mind. Let's see here. Chiron is an Aries. That's a very strong, it's a very hard Chiron placement as well. Chiron, being Chiron and Aries, usually a self-starter, and definitely going to be going against the grain to your norms of just in your family, right? You're going to be thinking different ideologies, and you're probably going to be the first one in your family to start new things that they might not agree with as well. All right, so I'm leaving now, and as an Anaya, I'm leaving now, but I will be back tomorrow, and I will be back today recording this full moon in Capricorn reading again. It was really good. I feel like it was a message that people really needed to hear, and I know it's going to come out again because it's just the energy. All right, so maybe I'll do a segment in the membership tab about people who on our Chiron sign, since you guys seem to be interested in it, because it is somewhere that you do need to look for to start your healing journey, along with your north nodes, right? Your south node, clearing up your karma from a past life, things like that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sophia. Thank you for reminding me. Y'all know I forget. Okay. Because I gotta run, get in the shower before I go to the gym. I like to take a shower before and after. All right, here it is. Yo, I discovered this, and I was skeptical because I'm just like, how am I dumping this clay in my bathtub? But it worked. It's on Amazon. I'll try to matter of fact, as soon as I get off this line live, just give me a few seconds. I'll link it in the description box or the comment section, wherever YouTube lets me link it. Yeah, magnetic clay bath, desert source Montmorillonite clay, and ancient sea salt. So I was going to put sea salt in here, but it was already in here. Whole body detox support. Okay. Whole clay bath powder. And it's like really clay. It's very good. And it really detoxes the heavy metals out of your body. After I did it, I don't know what it was, maybe because I've been away for a week, but I just had this urgency to do readings. It was like my brain was sharper, my intuition was sharper, but I know I needed rest first. So that's why I slept for like the first 2 days when I got back. But yeah, so I will link that in the description box or the comment section. Just give me a second. And I thought it was very good. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing this. Don't let people, Delmar, do not let people be rude to you. All right. We are in the shadow period. Started yesterday of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Virgo, and then goes back into Leo. But it starts in the beginning of August. Sometime, I don't know the exact date yet, but I will do a reading on that. All right. So you guys take care. The effects of heavy metals in our body blocks your intuition, which is why heavy metals is all in our water. Okay. Toothpaste and other things as well. So, all right. So we'll have more conversation about that, but I got to get going for the gym. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.